Next one up is Get Him Back. Boy, she's going through relationships. And by the way, are all these guys in relationships she's talking about the same guy and she's had issues with? Or has she had bad relationship after bad relationship, of which I'd be heartbroken? And I want to talk to her. Olivia, anytime you want to give a buzz, we can chat. We can work on this whole thing and get this mental health thing in the right place to find the best relationship possible. I do, by the way, tell my clients, bring up your significant other as you meet someone, not 6 months down the road after you've been dating and tell me about it. Don't do that. It's not good. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Wait, is this the song with the drums?
I met a guy in the summer and I left him in the spring. He argued with me about everything. He had an ego and a temper and a wandering eye. He said he's 6'2" and I'm like, dude,
nice try.
It was so much fun and he had such weird friends. And he would take us out to parties and the night would never end. Another song, another club, another bar, another dance. And when he said something wrong, he'd just fly me to France. So I miss him some nights when I'm feeling depressed. Till I
It's amazing how she's able to lay out the story. Okay, I met this guy in the fall, left him in the spring, all of 6 months. And he was so unaware of what was going on and just self-absorbed that he just had no clue of what like really meeting someone's needs was, right? And being able to focus on her as a priority, just go from bar to bar, club to club. And when he said something wrong, he'd just fly me to France.
He just fly me to France, so I miss him some nights when I'm feeling depressed.
Yeah, go to France.
I remember every time he made a pass on my friend. Do I
Oh.
love him? Do I hate him? I guess it's up and down. If I had to choose, I would say it right now.
This is so bad because she just spent all these other songs saying, I made my bed. I know it's on me. I've got to be able to I've got to be able to break from this habit and this pattern and logical. She's talking about love's not logical. And I sat there with you and I got in the current. I couldn't get out. And now that was so self-aware. And now all of a sudden it's like, I want to get him back. And I'm reading it as I want to be back with him. What do you miss about this guy? My dog in the background is even upset about this. Okay, now I see it. I missed all of that, right? Everybody's like, wake up. I want to get him back. That's a play on words. It could go two ways, right? But it really, I think, goes one way. It's like, I want to get him back. I want to get at him. But then again, I miss him. So she does want revenge, but she misses him and she wants to be with him. This is the thing you can't float on. This is why having a good therapist matters, because if you sit with that person you trust and they're like, don't you dare call him back. Get him off your phone. And when people tell me, okay, I blocked him, except for on Snapchat. I mean, no, you block him, you remove him from everything, y'all.
Down, if I had to choose, I would say it right now.
Yep. Revenge.
Throw them in the trash, cause I miss the way he kisses and the way he made me laugh. Yeah, I pour my little heart out, but as I'm hitting send, I picture all the faces of my disappointed friends, because everyone knew all of the shit that he do. He said I was the only girl, but that just wasn't the truth. And when I told him how he hurt me, he told me I was tripping, but I am my father's daughter, so maybe I could fix it.
That was it. So when Kay said, hey, Dad's a therapist, that's the key there, right? If her dad really is a therapist and she's like, but I'm my father's daughter, so maybe I could fix him because that's what we do in this profession. And I'm sure I have 2 sons in my life who are going to be wonderfully strong fixer people because we're compassionate, we care, and we want the best for people. So we will enable that. It's just a part. Nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. But man, I am my father's daughter, so maybe I could fix him. You're not going to be able to fix this guy. He's got to fix himself.
I could fix him.
Both ways. You can't have it both ways.
I wanna make him lunch. I wanna break his heart.
Oh, y'all.
Be the one to stitch it up. Wanna kiss his face with an uppercut. I wanna meet his mom just to tell her her son sucks. I wanna key his car. I wanna make him lunch. I wanna break his heart, stitch it right back up. I wanna kiss his face with an uppercut. I wanna meet his mom and tell her her son sucks. Yeah. I wanna get him back. I wanna make him really jealous. Wanna make him feel bad. Oh, I wanna get him back. I said I can't really miss him and make him real sad. Oh, I want sweet revenge. I want him again. I want to get him back.
Get him. Get him. Oh, gosh. Oh, that was, I did not want that song to end at all. That was like an anthem song, you know, just a kind of statement song for who you are. It's the most honest she can be while also having fun with it. She's being as honest as she can. Like, I want to just rip his teeth out, but I also want to make him lunch and love him. If I'm being honest, this is what I want. It didn't say what she's going to do. So at the end, she's going to get him. I don't know how, but wow, what a flippin' good song that was. That is probably second for me overall of all of these. It just blew my mind how she put this song together in terms of like, this guy has not been good for me. And please tell me if this is the same guy or if she has a bunch of relationships she's been in where it's been one tragedy after another. This guy that hadn't treated me well, and I just want to get revenge on him, but I still want him back because there are parts of him that I adore. And please remember this when it comes to relationships. Do not stay with somebody because of the good times. Stay with somebody because of the bad times. And you're going to say, Tom, you're the most screwed up therapist I know. But I'm going to tell you, it makes sense. You know why? Because if you can't stay with somebody because of the bad times, then you definitely don't want to be with them. Anybody can stay with somebody because of the good times, but it's the hard times, the pain, the struggle. Here we go. Love is embarrassing. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I told my friends you were the one after I'd known you like a month. And then you kissed some girl from high
Oh, come on. Man.
And I stayed in bed for like a week when you said space was what you need. Waited by my phone like a goddamn fool. And now it's done. You think I love fucking embarrassing. Just watch as I crucify myself. First song.
Man, she is so good. This music is so good, y'all. She's speaking. Please, this, everybody watching has got to apply to in one way or another. And when you set yourself up to where you are, this is a codependency, at the mercy of this other person, and you can't get out in the current, like she said, and just no way out, you are in for a long haul. But as soon as she has the awareness that this is what's going on, you need to get out of there as quick as you can. call a timeout. I'm going to go on my own. We're going to take a break, and I'll see you when I feel like seeing you again. Because this is somebody who's just going to drag you through the dirt, or you're going to drag yourself through the dirt. By the way, the other person could say, look, hey, it's not on me. Like, if you want to go, you can go. But if it's like this, where they're dragging you through the dirt and he's messing with other girls and he's talking behind your back and he's not showing up the way he needs to, a guy's job is to be present, available, show up, show compassion, to try to show love and care and pursue her. Oh my gosh. Don't wait for him. No. Second string. It's one thing to be drugged through the mud or be like embarrassed about who you like and they don't like you. But it's another thing if they're second string, using the sports analogy of like the starters of the first string. They're the ones who go out onto the court and play. They're the best players you got on your team. The second string is the next group of people that they're on the team, but they're just not as good as the starting people are. And I'm falling over a guy that's second string. Yep.
Ex-girlfriend's new guy. My
Oh.
God, how could I be so stupid? You found a new version of me, and I damn near started World War III. Jesus, what was I even doing?
Like, how did I stoop so low to start World War III? Because they found another girl just like me. Got tired of me and found somebody else that was just like me. Why was I even bothering? That makes me look this small. By the way, she's beating herself up here. It's very easy to end up in this position. And that's why therapy matters. And when you have a good, and I don't say therapy for everything, I'm just mentioning myself. When I talk to people who are in this position, it's a support. It's an encourager. It's somebody who confronts you. It's somebody who guides you and tells you the direction you can go. It's somebody who teaches you good boundaries and somebody who can walk along the path with you while you rebuild yourself from something like this. So if you're just on your own, you're going to end up staying in a situation like this. And the one thing, it's why I feel so passionate about it, I want you to know if you're in this spot, is you deserve better. There's no need to start World War III, because if it's over, and if this guy thinks about you that way enough to go with somebody else, it's not somebody you want to be with anybody. Anyway, remember, don't stay with somebody because of the good times you've had. We're so good when we're good. Remember that.
Jesus, what was I even doing? 'Cause now it don't mean a thing. God loves fucking embarrassing. Just watch as I crucify myself.
Yep.
For some weird second string loser who's not worth mentioning, my God loves embarrassing his head. I give up everything I place on
Cool.
bets, and it's not worth anything. I give up, but I keep coming back for more.
And
Don't mean a thing. God loves fucking embarrassing. Just watch as I crucify myself. For some weird second string loser who's not worth mentioning, my God loves embarrassing his hell. I give up everything. I'm planning on my wedding with some guy I'll never marry, and I'm giving up, but I keep
oh my goodness, I give up. I'm planning out my wedding with the guy I'm not even gonna marry. That is so well said, Olivia. This album slaps, as they say. I love this. Everything about it is incredibly cool. I can't get enough of this. I don't want it to end, so maybe I just won't finish this album. I'll just drag it out for the rest of the entire year because it's so good and topical. You can laugh at the relationships you've been in, What you don't want to do is cry about the one you're currently in. So if you're in a relationship like this, you need to really contemplate, get some help, get some support from somebody who loves you, and whether you should stay in it, and maybe consider getting out, because these are toxic city relationships. OMG. Next up is The Grudge. Oh boy, this is going to be a mean one. I'll bet this is going to be one where she just gets revenge. It's slower.
If nightmares each week about that Friday in May. One phone call from you and my entire world was changed.
Wow.
Trust that you betrayed, confusion that still lingers. Took everything I loved and crushed it in between your fingers. And I doubt you ever think about the damage that you did, but I hold on to every detail like my life depends on it. My undying love, now I hold it like a grudge. Now I hear your voice every time that I think I'm not enough.
My undying love, I hold it like a grudge. Like when you hold a grudge against somebody, you don't ever forget it. You got a grudge against somebody because of the way they treated you, what they did to you, and you hold that grudge, you are not forgetting it. In other words, every day, every night, every time you go to sleep and wake up, you remember that person and what they did to you. And that's her undying love. She's holding that in spite of what happens. And what did he hold in his hands that he crunched in his hands? I feel like it was like a picture or a love note that he just crinkled up and like didn't care for.
I hold it like a grudge. Now I hear your voice every time that I think I'm not enough. And I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong.
Oh, that's so perfect. This isn't at all the thing where she's just going to take somebody down. It's the pain. She's talking about the hurt, the grief, the loss, the devastation. Oh, of just not being able to have him. It takes strength to forgive. It really does. And she's just like, but I am not strong.
The arguments that I've won against you in my head, in the shower, in the car, and in the mirror before
Can't
bed.
stop thinking about
I'm
it.
so tough when I'm alone, and I make you feel so guilty. And I fantasize about a time you're a little fucking sorry. And I try to understand why you would do this all to me. You must be insecure, you must be so unhappy, not knowing my heart. Hurt people, and we both drew blood, but man, those cuts were never equal. And I try.
Gosh, she's really putting this out there. We say it all the time, hurt people, hurt people. You know, if you're going to hurt me, it's probably because you've been hurt yourself. And you know all those arguments you have or discussions, or you roll through scenarios in your head when you go through something big, especially a breakup. That part of grief and losing something or someone, that is denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. The bargaining piece of grief is that, you know, constant revisiting and discussion of maybe what if it would have been this way, or and so she has these arguments in her head that she wins and those confrontations with him that she never could do in person or never win in person. And she gets so hurt. It only prolongs the pain.
Hurt people, and we both drew blood, but man, those cuts were never equal. And I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong.
So true.
Ooh, do you think I deserved it all? Ooh, your flowers filled with vitriol. You built me up to watch me fall. You have everything and you still want more. I try to be tough, try to be
God, you have everything and you still want more. I mean, what words to this person? You have everything. You have everything of me, like all of my undying love. And you want more. You want to take more. And you don't even give anything back.
Still want more. Try to be tough, try to be mean. But even after all this, you're still everything to me. And I know you don't care. I guess that's fine. But you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. It takes strength to forgive.
Goodness. Can I please do that again? Did y'all hear her at the end, that whisper? It takes strength to forgive, but I'm not sure I'm there yet. The beautiful part of that is she's not strong enough yet. The amazing piece is yet, which means I will get there. When you hear yet, that means she's getting there, and she's so brutally honest.
It takes strength to forgive, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. It takes strength to forgive, but
Takes strength to forgive, but. And she just leaves that but there. Oh my gosh, what a song. Not at all what I thought. The honesty of, you have had everything from me and you've taken more. And I think that's the journal right there. That's the honesty of, I do not easily get over this. I don't think I'm going to let this go. You know, I'm going to hold this like a grudge. Man, so cool. What great music. This album just doesn't stop at all. Pretty isn't pretty. Like it.
got a bunch of makeup.
Yep.
Trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch. Stopped eating cake on birthdays. Bought a new prescription.
Man, this is not setting up good, y'all, at all. She's got it immediately into this because of the image and because of how I want to present myself and because of how I feel about myself. Man, I'm the way I'm dressing, the way I'm wearing things, the way I'm living. I'm not eating cake anymore on Thursdays. I don't know what in the world that's about. Skipping lunch, y'all. Makeup to cover the face. You are beautiful the way you are. It's fine if you want to wear makeup, if you want to like cut back and maybe not eat lunch, just because you're just changing the meals you're eating. That's great. But look, don't skip the cake.
Trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch.
No.
Stopped eating cake on birthdays. Bought a new prescription to try and stay calm. 'Cause there's always something missing. There's always something in the mirror that I think looks wrong. And pretty isn't pretty enough. What do you do? Everybody's keeping it up. Do you think it's you? I could change up my body and change up my face. I could
So
try
cool.
every lipstick in every shade, but it always be the same. 'Cause pretty isn't pretty enough anyway.
This has got a cool old poppy beat to me. You know, this kind of goes back to me into the 90s a little bit. Pretty isn't pretty. It's not pretty enough. It's not pretty anyway. And what is pretty? Can pretty be just what you think is pretty? And if you like to dress a certain way, act a certain way, wear makeup, do whatever you got to do, that's great. It's awesome. but not to try to just present pretty to everybody else or to get affirmation from everybody else, because our society has screwed that up completely. Her voice, perfection. Amen.
You fix the things you hated, and you'd still feel so insecure.
Yep.
And I try to ignore it. It's everything I see. It's on the poster on the wall. It's in the shitty magazines. It's in my phone. It's in my head. It's in the boys I bring to bed. It's all around. It's all the time. I don't know why I even try when pretty isn't pretty.
Yep. 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 This is such good self-awareness, y'all, for her to know this is what I realized I've done all this time. This is who I've been. And please listen to me, especially if you're a young woman who's trying to present yourself to the world and feel like you can't keep up or you've got to fit into some certain kind of image, that is not, number one, it's not going to make happiness happen. And number two, it's going to be ever changing, which means you constantly have to be that way. You need to find people that are around you that love you, that want to be with you, that care about you and accept you no matter who you are. And realize if you try to fit in and you try to sit in this box, you are going to just feel like stuff, it's not going to be good over and over again. Don't let other people determine your value. Please don't let other people determine what you're worth. They do not get to decide that. You do. And the people that are closest to you that you love, that have your best interest at heart. Recognize that. Don't let other people do that to you. Find somebody you can talk to, like me, that will tell you otherwise. Because sometimes that voice in your head, it can do crazy things. And when you have people that care about you, that are around you, that give you the positive affirmation that tell you it's okay, don't look at them. Look at yourself. And when sometimes you look in the mirror, we want to compare ourselves to other people. That's not going to be good at all. Swan song, here we go. Without further ado, Olivia Rodrigo and Teenage Dream. I'm in a dream right now. Oh boy. Gonna get serious.
When am I gonna stop being wise beyond my years and just start being wise? When am I gonna stop being a pretty young thing that guys? When am I gonna stop being great for my age and just start being good? When will it stop being cool to be quietly misunderstood? Well, I'll blow out the candles, happy birthday to me. Got your whole life ahead of you. You're only 19, but I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. And I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream.
This is so sad. This is really sad. who she is, who she's been is not good enough. And it bothers me to hear lyrics of someone that says, no matter what I've tried to be, it's not enough. And why can't I just be wise? And why can't I just be young? And why can't I just be my age and live a normal life? And I'm sorry that I couldn't live up to the image that you had for me of being your teenage dream.
Couldn't always be your teenage dream. And when this wide-eyed affection and all good intentions start to not be enough, and will everyone have every reason to call on my bluff? And when are all my excuses of learning my lessons gonna start to feel sad? Will I spend all the rest of my years wishing I could go back? I'll blow out the candles, happy birthday to me. Got your whole life ahead of you, you're only 19. But I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream.
So sad that at 19, I don't know how old she is actually now, but at 19, that she feels like they've already got the best parts of me. I've given everything that I've had, and I'm not enough.
They all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that
Hopefully.
it gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better.
That is what I love to end on. I was afraid I was going to sit here crying at the end. Listen to this.
They all say that it gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better, but what if I don't know? They all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better, but what if I don't know?
Who was that? Was that like a little niece of hers or a sister or somebody else at the end in that recording? That was the coolest thing ever. Olivia Rodrigo, the Guts album is here. Incredible music. I obviously had my favorites. I had zero that I disliked at all on this album. Her voice is amazing. Her storytelling, phenomenal. And I think the overall impression that no matter what you've been through, that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to put yourself out there, and it's okay to stand up for yourself. Have the guts to realize what you've been through and what you can overcome and become a new person. You can do that as a mental health professional. I'm telling you, your life can change tomorrow just by little choices. Life's a series of choices over time. Let's do that. Thanks so much for being here. Mental Health Matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.